What is up, Earthnoids, Space Noids, and everything in between? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we will be concluding our coverage of Mobile Suit Gundam. There are so many in-between stories of the 1 Year War that we will eventually get into, but this will be the conclusion to White Base's adventures. Last episode, we ended with the death of Lala, Degwin Zabi, and General Revel. Giran is going full fascist dictatorship and taking control of the Principality of Zeon. So let's dive into EFF's final attack on Zeon. The solar ray has reduced half of EFF's forces. Caecilia's men are muttering. It seems they have received a signal of Degwin Zabi's Huazin caught in the blast of the solar ray. Caecilia wonders what this could be. On White Base, Amado boosts White Base's morale and says that his new type intuition will help guide them through this battle. Unfortunately, this was a lie to keep morale on White Base up. New types definitely don't have this strong an intuition, but the crew was on the verge of losing all hope. Hayato goes to comfort Frau Bo. Ever since Hayato was injured, Frau and Hayato have been getting close. Amado notices this. The battle begins. Caecilia and Char make their way back to A Baoa Qu. Char goes to man the Zeon, while Caecilia goes to talk to Giran. When talking to Giran, she realizes that he is the one that killed their father. Meanwhile, Char goes to learn about the Jiang. The MSN-02 Jiang is a prototype mobile suit that has the same Psychomu system as the Elmith. It seems to be only 80% complete, but that 20% is the legs, and in space, legs don't really serve a purpose if you have thrusters. It is a bigger mobile suit because the Psychomu system is still relatively large. Char wonders if he can handle the Psychomu. The battle wages on. Char heads out in the Jiang. He spots the Gundam. Amado notices a strong mobile suit. It must be Char. Amado wants to continue engaging with Char, but right now he needs to make it to A Baoa Qu. Now is not the time. Back on A Baoa Qu, Caecilia asks exactly what happened to Degwin. She shoots Giran in the back of the head. She takes command of Zeon forces. White Base fleet pushes forward. Bright and Meat-Eye realize that Zeon is struggling. They could do this. Char goes towards the front line to find Amado. The Federation makes its way to the surface of A Baoa Qu. As Amado touches down, he spots Char coming right at him. Caecilia is informed that they are resorting to cadets on the battlefield. She is starting to lose power. Also, the Dalaz fleet decided to abandon A Baoa Qu. Dalaz is a Giran loyalist and saw Caecilia's decision as a coup. We will hear more about the Dalaz fleet once we reach 0083. For now, he makes his escape. Char and Amado engage in battle once again. Char is starting to question if he is actually a new type. Kai, Hayato, Sayla, and White Base make their way towards the entrance of A Baoa Qu. Char is unable to keep up with Amado. Amado uses his beam saber to shoot the Jiang in the chest, but the Jiang's cockpit is in the head for some reason. Char makes an emergency escape, but not before getting one more hit off on the Gundam, shooting its head off. Amado chases Char. He gets out of the Gundam and walks it into a trap by the Jiang's head. Amado flies away on a jetpack. Char engage in a gun and jetpack battle. Meanwhile, outside, things are starting to look grim for White Base. White Base crash lands on A Baoa Qu. The gun tank and gun cannon go down. Sayla crash lands. She senses that Char is close by. Amado and Char begin a sword fight. Sayla finds them fighting. She tells the two to stop. Amado is stabbed in the arm by Char, but Amado cracks Char's helmet. If it weren't for the helmet, Char would be dead. Both reach out with their new type abilities as well. An explosion stops them from fighting. Char bids farewell to Sayla. and makes his way towards the ports. He finds Caecilia's ship about to take off. He gives her a salute and immediately uses a beam cannon on her, destroying Caecilia's face and her ship. Amado tries to make his way out of A Baoa Qu as it is exploding. He runs back towards the downed Gundam. He launches the bottom half, releasing the core fighter, as he gets into the core fighter but loses hope. Lala reaches out to Amado. She tells him that he has so much potential that he is yet to unlock. Amado focuses. He uses his new type abilities to psychically speak with Bright, Sayla, and the rest of the crew to abandon ship in an evacuation pod. They make their way off of White Base. As they drift off into space, White Base is finally destroyed. They all wonder where Amado is. The kids point to the stars. As A Baoa Qu is destroyed, Amado's core fighter is spotted. He no longer had a hatch on the core fighter, so he used a sheet metal to protect him. He jumps out of the core fighter and lands on the escape pod. Thanks to Lala, Amado realizes that he has purpose. Universal Century 0080. War is starting to fade. EFF and the Republic of Zeon finally meet to begin peace negotiation at the lunar city of Granada and sign the Granada Treaty. The Principality of Zeon is no more, and are now re-established as the Republic of Zeon, as they were before the death of Zeon Daikun. The terms of the treaty are as such. 1. The Principality of Zeon ceases all hostilities with the Earth Federation and withdraws all of its military forces from Earth, the Moon, and all of the territories it had occupied during the war. 2. All Zeon military forces must disarm before returning home. 3. Zeon is permitted to retain possession of A Baoa Qu, but Solomon and Pazun are permanently relinquished to the Earth Federation. Zeon is prohibited from constructing any new asteroid facilities for military purposes. 4. The Earth Federation gains control of Zeon's main mobile suit weapons manufacturing corporations, MIP, Zeonic, and Zemad. 5. Further dispersal of Minovsky particles in space is prohibited among the signatories. And 6. Zeon shall officially rejoin the Earth Federation on January 1st, UC 0100. Even though war is over, Zeon remnants remain. The two big Zeon remnant factions we will see in the future. One we already talked about is the Delaz fleet. They will remain hidden around Earth's sphere until they are ready to make their attack again. The other major Zeon remnant is Axis. Axis is an asteroid that was under Zeon control. It is in a remote location, so it wasn't used too much during the 1-year war. However, many fled to this location after Zeon's surrender. Other than these two remnants, there were also many small factions living in rubble and abandoned fleet ships, still not believing that war is over. Because of these remnants, we will see EFF forces once again go to battle. But that will do it for this episode and the original Mobile Suit Gundam UC0079. This is probably the densest year in Gundam lore, but hopefully I was able to help out a little bit. Oh yes, and if we look at our Zabi death board, we now have a complete card. In the future, we will stick around the 1-year war and bring our focus back to Earth as we'll go through Mobile Suit Gundam 8th MS Team. But until then, new types, do not try to bring forth some sort of Neo-Zeon, something like that, you know? No, we don't need that. Peace.